Okay, I think I'm slowly getting it. It took a while, but I think I'm slowly getting it. So first and foremost, in order to actually check out the stuff from the characters, you need to hold the button. That's something that took me quite a lot of effort to figure out, so yeah, that's something. I am not entirely sure how I'm supposed to see what they're going to do as a backup supporter, because I think this passive is activated during the battle itself, and the support thing seems to be locked behind tier 3. I'm not entirely sure what tier thing is, or how to upgrade them. But that's something else that we have to figure out. I wasn't quite able to test out the battles themselves, or the skills themselves. I mean, I can already see there's a third skill that's still kind of locked, also alongside tier 3. Defense seems to be different from character to character. She, for example, only has evade. That has to be the coins. 4 weight of attack. I have no idea what weight actually does yet, but at the very least I was able to tell that there are multiple different types of ailments alongside the normal ailments, like rupture. That does some fixed amount of damage. That could just be bleed, but we also have the normal bleed, so it's a bit weird. Affects potential, I'm not entirely sure about that. Nevertheless, damage type, probably numbers of attack, +1 something something, and 3. I'm not entirely sure what all those extra numbers are telling us. Like this one, it has +7 and only 2 to the left. But it must also take 3 times, right? Because it says +3. Or maybe that's the amount of attacks that I have in my deck. It could also mean the amount of those things in my deck. Huh. Now, technically speaking, I would have already tried it out in a practice battle, a random practice battle, but we aren't really far enough in the game for me to just randomly fight anything. I mean, I tried to go back to the prologue in order to get one of the fights to just do our thing, but, well, if I try to do that, we are literally forced to go back to our original party again, and then I'm pretty much forced to do the same stuff over again, seeing how this is just literally the tutorial, right? I'm literally doing the tutorial all over again, so that really wasn't that helpful at all. So yeah, how about I'm just going to do one more part for this week in order to actually try out the battle system some more. And then I might take a little break. Yeah, I might have to take a little break after that. Probably. Nevertheless. Alright, I almost forgot. And welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Limbus Company. Yeah, I had some difficulties figuring this stuff out around here, but hey, at the very least I figured out how to change the pictures around here. If you have other pictures available, that is. Very helpful, and it seems like we have an inventory around here as well. Yeah, my progress of discovering new things around here wasn't really that successful, but it's fine, it's fine. It's not really necessary, at least not at this point. We are still at the beginning. I still have a lot of time to see for myself what is going on around here. And maybe once we have unlocked this battle over here, it is a battle, right? How can I tell if there's a battle? Enemy infos. Yes, okay, there is a battle. It has to be a battle. And I also need to clear this thing in 10 turns. Okay. Now, if I have a battle available that I can refight on my own, then I can finally test out the stuff around here. Okay, dancing time, 1-2. After being asked a favor, asked, more like threatened, I couldn't turn it down. I was forced to bear a series of pain, worse than death, rewinding the clock. The bus felt quiet in a less than pleasant way, and I kept my mouth shut because I'm literally tired of all the resurrection. Let's hope nothing else happens until we reach District 4. Yeah, me too. I already have to select my team. I can only bring 4. How about we try something new? Yeah, I want to bring this girl. I guess she can stay around. This guy seems interesting, and then I can bring one more. Let's see. Does it really matter? Probably not. Okay, I kind of like you. At the very least, you are reasonable. Just try to get in the way. I mean, you end up dying either way, but still. And with that, I guess we're ready. Are we going to have another story? Yes, we have. And pardon me, I have a question. Don Quiton suddenly raises her hand. Okay, that's a girl. Shoot. Really, I understand the first rule well. What is the second rule then? Really? Why are you so eager to learn that? Ooh, he's very quiet. Virgilus gave a cold stare to Ryuju, who has just lit her cigarette. She looks back at him with a peculiar face. Maybe it's not. We are probably not allowed to smoke around here. Rule number 2. Don't litter the bus floor with cigarettes. They leave burn marks. Ah. The bus falls silent again. Now wait a second. The bus shouldn't be that quiet. Where's the engine roar? Charon, why are you speeding up? Well, no food. Navi's hungry. Hungry? Good. We could use something to lift the mood. Lift the mood? Are we dropping by a gas station? The idea of Virgilus casually plugging a fuel nozzle into the bus like an average driver felt kind of alien. A car needs fuel to run. Charon, try flashing the headlights a bit. Like stage lights, I guess. It's dancey time. Dancey time? Wait, if we do that, we're effectively asking to be attacked. We are? Well, that appears to be intended. Sorry? Ah! I could hear someone slam the bus outside. Oi! Leave all your stuff behind and get out! I give you 30 seconds. 10? Wow, he can't count. He starts with 10. Hey, you skipped 20 of them. Well, you will pray for another 20. Why are we surrounded by Dorans left and right? What did you say? Oh, come on. How cowardly of them to ambush us. They must be villains without a shadow of a doubt. Alright, everyone. Off. And one more thing. We want them near dead. Not dead. Got it? Adjust density of information screen during battle? On the top of the right, there's more tutorial. There's a button to adjust the amount of information displayed. The 3 buttons will adjust the density to minimum, medium, and maximum. Maximum. The maximum information displayed from the variation. This is the default setting applied when first starting a game. More information is shown compared to the other 2 settings. Details on keywords used in skills are shown as well. The medium information displays configuration. In this setting, details on keywords used in skill will not be shown. Okay, otherwise its function is pretty much the same as the maximum setting. The minimum information displayed configuration. In this setting, information on effect and keywords of skills will not be displayed. Okay. That was this one, right? No. How did you do it again? What's this? Oh, you're showing me who attacks who again. I see. And your weakness was what again? Slash attacks. It's always slash attacks. Okay. If that's the case, I don't see any peculiar color, but I do see some slash attacks, so we're going to go for that. Everyone is clashing. How do I... There must be a way to control them a little bit. Huh. Nevertheless, let's start. Okay, seems to be going well. Good job, everyone. I think already, yeah, we already defeated one of them and the other guy is staggered. That is just great. Then we can go for, I guess, the red one for change. Slash, slash. Oh, wait. Slash, slash. But then again, we have the yellow color doubled, so we can use that at least. And the other two are just bashes. Okay, that's gonna be fine. I mean, technically speaking, the other guys already staggered, so I don't really think we're going to have any issues with them, right? Totally. Yeah, my girl! My girl! She killed him! Great! Okay, wave 2. Did we get healed? Did we get healed? No, we don't get healed in between the waves. Okay. That's good to know, and we can see the wave count up top. Still no idea how I can change the information display. But I guess it's not really that necessary. I have 2 tiles. What's this? Ah, that's another turn for the girls. Should I try to go for the ego? Can I go for the ego? The rock thing and the whirlwind. No, wait, the sword things. Yeah, I can go for that. I need to click it like this. Can I do it again over here? No, I don't have enough resources. Okay. And in order to boost up further, I need the blue colors. I see. Let's go for a little bit of green. Pierce. Slash, slash. How about a bash? And another bash? And that's going to make her ego attack much stronger, right? Something like that. I'm not entirely sure. It should make it stronger. It is RS, right? Yeah, it's RS. That should work. It is already covered in blood. 12. There's a gun in her blades. 28. Oh. Well, that killed them all. And we are finally getting some XP. Damage contribution, or rather contribution, 65%. Good, good. This was 99% of your brilliant leadership and 1% my competence. Aw, don't say that. You pretty much did all of the damage, right? Was anybody able to level up? Doesn't really seem like it, but it's good to see that everyone is able to gain some XP out of that. Even though I'm not entirely sure why you, from all people, get something, because I don't want to level you. But that's fine. Okay. Did I get the... Oh yes, I did it. Good, good. I'm not entirely sure which benefit that does, but I guess it's nice to get an extra checker for that. Anyways, the bus deck, 1-3. A band of thugs attacks us, trying to take over the bus. For some reason, we leave them barely breathing instead of just killing them outright, placing them in front of the Mephi's heels? Oh, in front of our bus. Uh-huh. Well, at the very least, we're not killing them, right? At the very least, we're not killing them. And it remembered our party. Great. I guess we're just going to stick with them. I mean, they were really strong. And they just reached level 3 as well. Never mind, we are killing them. We are killing them. With a clattering noise, the side of the bus lurches and splits open. A number of human shapes littered the ground before its maw. Some were still conscious, while others ran exactly in one piece. I really hope that most of them are unconscious. This is terrible. Then the bus began devouring those served to it in the most literal sense. Gluttonously, voraciously. Really? And she's smiling at that! Yoshi watches us with a satisfied expression. Well, that's our puppy. We need to always take good care of it. Seemingly determined to savor every moment of it. Within the corner of my eye, Sinclair was clearly distressed. Yeah, that is certainly a sight. They all look like they're out of their minds. Don't you think so too? His reaction got me curious to know their stories. Just to make sure, none of you were forced to join, right? Yeah. Though what I was involved in before my head changes in the mystery, I myself was particularly forced to join this company, judging from what I know at the moment. I mean, you didn't really have a choice, it was either join or die. And maybe they aren't so different from me either, or so I thought, when what? Ah. Sinclair heads drops in response, like I struck a nerve. You probably don't want to talk about it. That's right. It was by my choice. I get used to it all, right? Probably. He mutters as if he were talking to someone other than me. This is what I would have done even if the company recruited me or not. Look, you horde of evil approaches! Oh, there more? Haven't they seen how we feed our boss? If I saw something like that, I would technically consider my options and probably retreat, because it's clearly not worth it. But then again, they probably need the money as well, right? Yeah, they probably need the money as well. Yeah. Alright. Wait, just to make sure you guys have still... Yes, you're still weak to slash. Great. Please select that. We're going to go for the blue slash attack again, and that should do a lot of damage again. There we go. It's still a bit hard to follow all of those actions at once, but I think we got that. Next, I have another slash attack. More of the red stuff. A bunch of yellow. And that should do extra damage. So it seems like we have another second wave after this. So let's try to get some good clashes around here. And I think we got some kind of effect on him. But I'm not entirely sure he already died. Okay. Can I go for my egos again? No, I need 3 of the yellow stuff. I could technically go for this one again. 2 yellow, 2 dark blue. This one requires red and the other blue. Okay, we can certainly go for that. And you need the green stuff and the dark blue thing. I don't have that, so I guess we're just going to repeat this one. Probably. But maybe on the second slot instead. Oh wait. Still a bit... I still need to get used to this a bit. Okay, and then we're just going to go for the void. Or maybe not. I guess we don't really need it. Okay, let's go for the purple stuff. Dark blue, ego, light blue, dark blue. But then again, I guess we need the rock part again, right? Yeah, we need the rock part again for the other egos, if I remember right. But first and foremost, that bastard has to be alive still. Huh? Which bastard? Oh, that must have hurt. Okay. Are you able to win? Probably not. 7-11. Okay, that's a good hit. At 20, 18. I really love that she has a clock as well. Checking the time. Do I have enough time for the kill? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, this is just great. Okay, I think with that we already... He's still alive. But with that, he's already down. Egos are really strong. Egos are really strong. Or it's probably because we had another set of extra attacks and that's why we didn't need a second round for them. Probably. There we go. Manager level 2. So I can level up as well. Enkephalia capacity up. I can carry more Enkephalia. Uh-huh. I'm going to get some of those lunacy thingies, and I think, yeah, most of our guys are level 3 now. Some of them are already level 4. That's good. That's really good. Are we going to feed even more to them? Probably, right? Probably. The team is still 4, okay. I guess we're still not changing anything. Are they eating it again? I hear the sound. It is eating it again. Gee, when was the last time that it had a feast? Even the big block machine eats better than we do. Do mind that all meals are provided with appropriated determined quantities, okay? If you had that much, you probably only need that much. It's just not nearly enough to get me going, you know? I thought I heard Heathcliff shout, "You think I'm doing this on a full stomach?" in the distance, but Rhodey seems to pretend that you didn't hear nothing. Speaking of, does this bus run of stuff like blood and proteins? It's Enkephalin, an energy source of Phlebotomy Corporation's treat. Ah, wait, they have Enkephalin then? You mean the previous L-Corp? I heard it produced energy using its singularity, though all that remains of the company is now rubble. Yeah, that's right, which is why it's become a rarity these days. However, Navi is capable of forcefully extracting Enkephalin from the bodies. Since Enkephalin originally is generated from humans after all, the bodies? I pose a question, watching Otis giving orders to the other sinners, then glancing to the maw of the bus in turn. Correct. Enkephalin can only be extracted from the brain and the spinal nerves. It can be given to living subjects for greater efficiency. So that is why Virgilus told the sinners not to kill the assailants. Okay, and if why the rest of the bodies is what you were thinking, then there's a point to that as well, as their blood and flesh can also be processed into fuel. So we are literally using every bit of it. While Enkephalin is used to generate ignition and thrust, the remaining organic matter is spent on maintaining speed, thus reducing Enkephalin's usage. So a hybrid. Faust went on to explain how much of the vehicle's fuel is taken from a branch facility and that it won't be a sufficient source on its own. But most of it went in one ear or another. Well, that's complicated. I got it's a tough work at least. Don't mention it. Faust knows no struggle. If anyone is doing the heavy lifting around here, it'll be us. Hey, manager butt! More incoming! More food? Oh no, wait, more allies probably of those, Reds? Are we still fighting Reds? I haven't really checked their names at this point. I should have probably checked their names at least. Considering how we literally feed them to our bus. It's just hooligans, never mind. Okay then. Let's just go all out on the yellow things. There we go. I'm not entirely sure if they're able to survive any of that. Probably not, because so far every time we had a second round on them, they always end up dying. I guess we don't even need the egos to ensure that. There we go. Are we going to get even more level ups? Already level 5? That's a good sign. A couple of lunacy as well. Thank you very much. I even get more lunacy. And with that, we reach Yuri 1-5. When the bus had just about finished its meal, Vigilus shouts to me that we are expecting a guest. We have guests around here? I'm curious to see who would be joining us on this less than pleasant trip. Oh, come on, so far it wasn't really so bad. Can I bring somebody else? Yes, I can bring somebody else. Who do I bring? How about this guy? Yeah. Our hatchling. Our hatchling would like to join. He needs battle practice. He needs to get used to fighting, right? Even though I'm not entirely sure if that's going to help a lot, but at the very least he is able to level up a bit faster than the others. Now then. Hey, that's enough of that. We're expecting a guest any time now, and we don't want to distress them any further than this. Vegetal said, poking his head out of the window. He didn't even help! Wow! He was just waiting in the bus! A guest? Who? I've determined that we will need a guide, as this is our first trip to the dungeon. A dungeon? Yuri, grade 8 fixer, huh? Excuse me, are you the people of Limbus company? Oh yes, we are. Someone approached us slowly. Looks like it. The bus had just about finished its meal, crushing one last remaining bone chip. She saw that. Oh, great. Yuri watches it indifferently before introducing. You are not bothered by that? I'm Yuri, a former employee of the previous... Ah. Yeah, I guess if you worked in an L Corp, then I guess you are kind of used to that side. I look forward to working with you. By L Corp, do you mean... Well, it has to be Lobotomy Corporation then. That's right. We will explore the former branch facility of Lobotomy Corporation, also called the Old L Corp. If I were you, I wouldn't have taken part in this. Being a fallen wing and everything, I doubt your employment ended on a pleasant term, right? What are you on about? Any point in your life can be pleasant as long as you have money to spend. I heard those places are still teeming with monsters to this day. Not really monsters, abnormalities. The rumors are true either way, but there are more important matters. In the deepest reaches of these branches are neoplastic plant-like growths holding the essence of Alcorp's technology. Plant-like growths? Dante, if you remember, I believe I've offered you to let you finish engraving your aspect a few days ago. My aspect? With the essence, those golden burrows in our hand, it'll be as easy as pie. Burrows? The word aspect still makes my head ache. So I guess we kind of need that. What was I trying to do? There's no need to rouse your brain trying to remember what you can't. It will all come back in due time. I return a slow nod to Faust place it at once. Alright, for now I should just focus on what I currently know and I can see. And if it's Lobotomy Corp we're scouting, we might find some Enkephalin as well, right? Oh, does that mean we won't have to feed people into our vehicle? Yes, at least for a while. We could also grab some egos if we're lucky. So that's 3 rats with 1 stone. True. Ego? Ah, that's another unknown term that makes my head tilt. But in any case, it seems rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. And someone else seemed to agree. So, Miss Yuri, what have you been up to since the layoff? Gregor gave his best shot at making some conversation with a well-meaning smile to put the newest passenger at ease. His brows seemed to twitch due to the lack of practice, but it's no big deal. It appears to me that thou art an honorable fixer. It is said that all fixer exude a noble scent of heroes. Ah, not all of them. Not all of them. As Yuri nods lightly, I heard Ishmael let out a deep sigh. I don't know who gave you that idea, but fixers aren't anything but noble or heroic. The only scent you would smell is the miserable stink of wage salary, okay? It couldn't have been easier to find another job so soon. Good that you're holding up at least. Well, for now, I'm just a contract worker. That explains why you decided to crawl on back there. Did they promise to promote you to team leader or something if you stuck gold in your former workplace? Well, my contract might be extended if I return with results. Extended? Only that? Right, a good result is something to risk your life for if you want to earn a permanent spot, huh? And what a futile life that is. Hey, what's with that sarcasm? Is something the problem? I don't know, I have a problem with every single thing I'm hearing right now. Seemingly unaffected by the oppressive attitude, Yuri quickly took an empty seat. Looking back and forth between the two, Krieger returns to his seat as well, scratching his head. Okay, well at the very least it seems like she isn't bothered by it. I can't seem to get used to being around these people. Yeah, this is going to require some time. Especially the names, because I feel like I'm probably pronouncing all of them wrong. It will be beneficial for you to adapt to them as soon as possible. Rather sooner than later, Dante. Charon, time to go. Our guest has taken her seat. Mephi's tongue revived. Charon's is raring to drive. Okay. I guess we're just going to fight some more. Okay then. Probably going to be the same as the previous one, right? Yeah, probably. How about we're going to get some purple and red and more yellow, I guess, and even more red and more yellow and some blue for the finishing touch. I don't think you are able to survive any of that, but hey, was a nice attempt, guys. I almost managed to use that one ego again. Almost. Well, at the very least, the battles go by relatively quickly, right? Yeah, they're going by relatively quickly. 40 lunacy. Already level 6. Interesting. So we always have a little story, and then we have a basic fight against hooligans again. But then again, as long as we keep on fighting against them, I guess we have the benefit of just refueling our tank over and over again, right? Totally. Anyways, our guest was a fixer named Yuri, a former employee of Lobotomy Corporation. Seeing as she's shown an indifferent response to the bus devouring bodies, she must have gone through a lot, I mean. Yes, a lot. But then she grows nervous as she checks the map and looks at the driver's seat. Why are you nervous? Is there a reason behind it? Probably. Sorry to ask, but if I have the map, how do you know what road to take? Wait, she has the map, but she's somewhere on the other side of... Oh. Answerless, the bus kept speeding anyways. Well, we do have something to lead us. Intuition. Charon's Oh. What? Wait. Pink hair. Explain why you keep rubbing that odd paper into Charon's face. I mean, we can just drive until we reach any type of destination. Well, because you keep going into weird directions. Take a look at this map, okay? Our destination is in the southeast of here. Charon reluctantly gives the map a curious gaze, as she couldn't ignore the thing right in front of her eyes. Just follow the heart. That is where the truth path lies, at least. Here, we all must follow our own heart's leads. You're just admitting that you can't read a map, right? You took the words right out of my mouth. She really can't, even though she's supposed to be the driver? Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in perfect sync. Oh, did your driver make a new friends? It seems like it. Pinkies just keep on blabbering. I know the way. You do? No, I mean, he's just going into the wrong directions again. Look ahead. More obstacles. Do I vroom? No, Charon. Wait a second. Looky! Nice bus just got there. Why don't you give me a ride? Famished? Yeah, they're famished. That is why they always attack us. I guess Memphi could use the help of dessert, I guess. Get on down. It needs to be fed. Just a bit more. It's pretty much the same group once over again. All over again. Let's go for the dark blue instead. After all, it is going to boost up her her ego a bit further after all. There we go. He's not gonna survive it. We're not even going to get to see it. He already got splattered across the floor. Ah, god, it's difficult to use egos. At the very least, I slowly get the hang of the material stuff. I'm not entirely sure if we need to clash in order to generate it, or if the simple hit is enough to do it, but it's still fine, right? It's still fine. And they're already level 7! Oh, this is going relatively good. Okay. And then we have 1-7, the trio. I was shocked to learn that Charon has virtually no sense of direction, though I guess it's fortunate that it's come to light this early into the trip. Yuri took matters into her own hands and started teaching her how to read a map, and Sinclair joined too. They are rather noisy, but still, I can't say that I hate to see it. As long as you guys get along, that's fine. And I don't need to change anything. I mean, that's good. Now then, now Sharon, tell me, is this east or west? Well, Sharon only knows 2 directions, Memphis front and back, which is north and south. How did you come so far with a driver who has 0 sense of directions? I have no idea. Sharon, like I said, the sun rises from at the driver's seat. 3 hands gathered together over the map. Well, one of them might have been at the slightest different elevation from the others. Oh my god, Chiquita, aren't you going to join them too? Huh? I beg your pardon? I'm not a child. I most certainly not nil. Watching Don Chiquote shake her fist sky high at Rudia, I notice a bitter gaze falling upon the outer corners of my view. Bitter gaze? I'm starting to think that Durigal might have been put up with a rough childhood. Maybe. Gregor turns around to take a glance into my direction, then shook his head and went back to looking at the driver's seat, with his chin resting on his hand. Wouldn't be on the younger side either. Some nest used to conscript anyone old enough to hold a knife. Nest? A nest was basically the center of a distriction, right? If my memory is correct. Sounds like nests used to get into wars with one another in the past as well. Did that happen often? Not frequently, but it sure as hell did happen. Are you interested in learning about wars, Manager Bud? I'm not really that curious about the details. Just gathering infos I should know as a manager at least. As I was about to go on, a glimpse of Gregor's expression I caught from the side stopped me in my track. His eyes seemed to be fixed on somewhere far more distant than the driver's seat. Don't get me wrong, Manager Bud. I'm not trying to criticize you or anything. Heck, it's actually a pretty stand-up attitude for a boss, I would say. He slowly continues, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pockets. Still, ignorance is a gift you should savor while you have it, if you ask me at least. Once you're burdened with knowledge, there's no going back. Unless, of course, you're just going to erase it all over again, right? Without another word, he lit his cigarettes. No, you should have turned right at that intersection, I mean. Wait, it's okay, Charon. We can just turn around at the next junction. The rules of a driver. I know. Sometimes they're not mentioning it at the right time, and then you drive by, and you need to backtrack again. It's messed up, and that's why we always hate Navis, right? Well, looks like we have some pressing matters at hand. Ain't that right, Manager Bud? True. Gregor crackles with a cigarette smoke still in his mouth. I was still curious to learn what he had been through, but he's right, that should focus on other things for now. An urgent matter showed up right before our bus-shaped doorstep too. More intruders? Enough squabbling now, more enemies inbound. Wow. You shoved my pal into that bus! You sick bastard! Are you nuts? You saw that? Which means you ran. Why are you back? You will pay for this. We were just going to leave with the bus, but now I've got to see you all bleed. You would have stolen our bus! Verge, Fuel is making a fuss. Charon will get dizzy if many mouths are being noisy. Nothing to worry about, Charon. They will shut their mouths soon enough. Off the bus. Are there some new guys around? Or still the same guys? Because right now I already fought against the same guys like multiple times already. At the very least it seems like this guy is a bit stronger than the rest. Actually speaking, he still has the same weakness. For mine. He's already staggered, both of them. 11 and 2. You! Can I use the ego? Yes, I can. Okay. We're going to go for that. Purple, yellow, yellow. I guess we can boost it up to the max. But we're already at it. There you go. Are you able to survive it? Probably not, right? He has feathers and can teleport! Okay, that effect is kind of cool. And it also gives haste to everyone. At least if I saw that correctly. Great! No, but seriously, if they don't throw a couple of stronger monsters against us, then I'm not entirely sure how they are planning to stop us at all. Nevertheless, seems like there's another cutscene. Okay, let's look at the map again, okay? Take your time, read the map. Charon, can you please focus? Looking at the trio arguing over the map once again, a question rose in my mind. By the way, this bus was specifically made for Limbus company, right? It was made exclusively for us, to be more precise. Isn't that basically what I said? Yeah. You appear to be failing to identify the nuance. Which nuance? Well, that's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Maybe she's able to read your mind. Is the clock broken or something? I can tell that much without hearing it verbalized. Ah, there's nothing that Faust doesn't know after all. Anyways, it must have taken a long while to get it out of the oven. Especially with that mouth on the other side? It only took the expected amount of time. And that is what? How much time are we talking? You're not gonna say it, right? Ah, she's downright pressing to talk to you. Faust is a well-renowned genius. She knows the ins and outs of the city. Oi, if you're so smart, why don't you help those twits at the driver's side figuring out the way? Can't sleep a wink with their constant bickering. Faust is no meddler. She answers the question, but doesn't chime in without being asked first. Additionally, there's no greater joy for a human being than to ponder on a problem in order to grasp an answer. That's true. Faust would rather not spoil their delight. He wouldn't get it. I doubt he was pondering on anything ever. True. Oh, I saw Heathcliff's grip on the Bat tighten again. However, with Virgilus casting a glare his way, he clicked his tongue as he crosses his arm and forced his eyes shut. Yes, Virgie! Virgilus! Yeah? Good that you keep him quiet, because I'm already tired how he's always ready to fight. We are supposed to be a team. Why are you always so hostile? Anyways, I wonder why they're so virtuolic. You and me both, Menshabot. You and me both. With Gregor snickering, the bus starts again. Ooh, okay. That's rare. Seems like he was able to become MP this time around. And I got another level up. Great! And yeah, level 7. I didn't sort it incorrectly. There you go. Pests. Next we have pests. Uh-huh. Sure. How much time do I have? I already kind of beat a couple of stages. But then again, if I skip them a bit, I might have time for one more. You know what? Let's just put one more part in there. Rhodia looks out through the window at the back streets. Before flinching abruptly, her eyes fell on a group of people with the heads of bugs. Then Gregor's expression shifts as well. It was not out of flinching disgust like Rhodia though. Okay. Heads of bugs. Let's see what this is all about. Should I bring him along? Seems like he has a reaction to it, but at the same time, that's fine. Right? Boah, Greg! You know these parts? Huh? Oh, give me a break. There's no way I would know someone in the corner of a back street. Maybe he does. Gregor's face goes dark the moment he looks out of the window. Bugheads? Unlike the other miscreants we've run into, they were part insectoids. Gosh, Dante, thank goodness your head is shaped like a clock. I would have gagged if my manager had a bughead as already a huge bug. Oh, I can't read. Was a huge bug. Isn't that the same type of argumentation you have, Gregory? Gregor, I mean. They stitch disgusting insect heads on their leg on purpose? You better stay away. Wouldn't want to catch the pest, huh? Huh? It's catchable? Wait, is that true? That was a joke. Doesn't my sense of humor not fly with kids your age? When Gregor was left scratching his head, the bus made a languishing sound and came to a slow, deflating halt. Wait, are we going to take another break? Well, in the past, Geek Corp had produced on most employees to give them biomimic weapons like the one Gregor has. Weapons? Oh, you used to work for the old Geek Corp then, Gregor? That company must have been... wait, Ishmael frowned as if he remembered something unpleasant, but didn't really speak any further than that. Gregor wore a smile on his mouth, but his hardened eyes were resting downcast just a moment ago. Is that a touchy subject? I wonder, where do people like them sleep at night? For many, the sky is the roof over their head, and the stars are their firelights. Ah, so they are the poetic sort. I don't think that is what he meant. And unless my eyes deceive me, they're intending on obstructing our journey. Aren't you going to get off, Gregor? Care to explain why you're calling my name specifically? Maybe because you haven't really joined the last couple of battles? Who knows? I don't feel like rambling about someone else's past with my own tongue. Take the lead, Gregor. You know the reason. Oh, you're one nasty fella. Okay. I mean, they don't really have complete bug heads, right? They have a bug jaw at least, and I guess another arm. A group of soldiers with the head of insects scattered near the bus. Huh, I'm not too fond of being in the vanguard. What are you? Why does your arm look like ours? Hold on, I've seen that face before. Mostly on flyers and magazine covers, I bet. Wait, what? Are you popular? Do you know them from somewhere? Not really important right now, manager. Don't think we have the time for reminiscing either. That arm bothers me, but whatever. Point is, I can't let you through. Is that so? I suppose we can't really talk this out. Why are they showing their buggy sides out in the open anyways? They would make the kids cry. Really though, they could take some concealing lesson from our Greg over there, right? I'm a special case. The procedure makes those buggy parts grow on the head most of the time. Although, I'm not really sure if I consider myself lucky. They're growing on their heads? It feels like they're trying to stop us from getting to the branch facility for some reason. And why? Are they after the Golden Burrow too? Maybe. There ought to be many that are after the essence. And I'm sure each has their own wishes. Isn't that true? What's that look for? I haven't gotten a clue either. True, I mean, you can't really consider or rather predict everyone's action, right? At all times. Nevertheless, let me see. Fiery veterans, okay. Weakness is still slash, that's good. And they're also using slash attacks. Great. If that's the case, I'm going to start off with a little bit of red. I have a bunch of blue in the back. So that's good. Too bad that the last die is only bash, but that's fine. At the very least, we're going to get a lot of blue, dark blue, for our precious Faust, right? Totally. Okay, two of them are already staggered. That's great. Let's get a little bit of purple, maybe a bit of green, but then again, red might be better. A bunch of yellow, more red, and extra blue. Sure, that should work out nicely. Yeah, they really can't do anything about it. I mean, they are stronger than the hooligans, I give them that, but it doesn't really seem like they're able to survive that much, even 40 HP, especially considering how we are already around 97, 74. It's just a lot. Okay, what was it again with you? I don't have enough yellow. What about you? Not enough blue. Not enough green. That could technically work. And that doesn't work. Okay, in that case, we're going to use this. Because we have it. I need green, if I remember right. We're also going to go for the double blue. Technically speaking, I would need a yellow, but I can also boost up her ego to the max, so why wouldn't I do that, right? Why wouldn't I do that? 22 9s, the 5, okay, he got 1 free hit. 15 on the ego, that sounds really promising. Is that going to be enough? Ah, I got the stagger, that's great. Another hit, even better. He wasn't quite able to survive that. Oh, he's certainly dead. He is so dead. And the other two are such a staggered. They can't even do anything about it anymore. Can I do this now? I need a bunch of yellow. I need to do something with the yellows more often. So many of them need yellow. Well, we can certainly go for this one then. Sinclair. Green. Green. Okay. Well, I don't really have any green options, so that's a bit unfortunate. Let's go for the blue. Yellow. More blue. Even more yellow. He's probably not able to survive. Yeah, they're certainly dead. But hey, maybe we still have a chance to see the ego at least. Oh, never mind. Too bad. They could have. Maybe. They could have had a chance to maybe survive a bit longer. But I don't think it's possible for me to skip turns with the others, right? Since I need to direct chain across all of my party members, right? But then again, maybe it's possible for me to skip them if I just carefully... I don't know. Nevertheless, I think we were able to reach level 8. That's good. Thank you very much for the reward. Now we have a guide option ahead of us, but I would say we're going to save that for the next part, right? Totally. And if I'm going to make a cut right here... What's this again? Enkephalin. I think that is my daily resource that I can use to... Can I make models? It reduces the number, that increases the number. I don't know, I'm not entirely... For what reason do I need models? Either way, I'm going to make a cut right here. I'm probably not going to record any more for this week. Especially since I already recorded a bunch of parts for now. It'd be a waste to not use up my resources though. But I have no idea what the models are going to do. Okay, more stuff for me to figure out. I hope you guys had fun with today's part. And see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye!